Good afternoon, morning, evening or night, ladies and mingers out there. This is the JARCAST, episode 155, I think. Gosh, that's a lot of episodes.
We've been going, we're veterans now.
It's another James and I episode.
Yes, the arguably the best duo.
I think people quite liked last episode. I quite liked it.
I find that when it's us two, you know, when you've got all four of us, it's like ultimate chaos.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a mess. It's just some of the best moments, you know, our best episodes. It's all four. It's the four.
Mm-hmm.
It's the glorious
The four horsemen, yeah.
And then with three, it's like it's a good mix between chaos and actual conversation.
Yeah.
Jim, when you get in a good conversation, Jim hammers those facts, and he's, you know, into the
He's the Ben
discussion.
Shapiro of the group.
Yeah.
So.
And when it's us two, it's like it's the perfect mix because we both chill, but so we're arguably two of the most hyperactive jar members. So it's like we've got that.
We have trigger people, don't we? In jar.
Yeah.
We've got. I think we've talked about it before.
Jim
triggers you. Who triggers me though?
Jim.
Yeah. So without Jim, it's like way more calm.
Yeah, but then we kind of we can both be like crazy about Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just needs a little bit else.
So before we go in, I'd like to thank the patrons over on Patreon for supporting the show.
The best members, the
making
best.
it possible on iTunes and all that. Yeah, awesome stuff.
We love them.
Family. Remember that channel where we called...
I remember that because I hated it. I hated the Welcome Back Family.
Yeah, on RNL Games or something, one of our older channels.
When we actually tried to be game YouTubers.
Yeah.
But we were just...
Our sort of catchphrase was, "Hello, family."
It was family.
Because I was like, I put my business cap on and was like, what's going to make people like really get attached? Let's call them family. That worked well, didn't it? 100 subscribers or whatever. Actually, no, that RNL got like 500 subscribers or so. And I was really proud of that.
And we had our friend who'd do the Batman Arkham City playthrough.
Yeah, another Let's Play
And every
channel.
time it was Welcome Back Family, and it was just like
you didn't like it.
15-year-old James just hated it.
I quite liked it.
Oh, you loved it.
Anyway, we got a couple of topics for this first half of the show. James has one and I have one, and I think we decided... Well, you want to do mine first?
You can do either first, you know, it doesn't really matter.
Mine we sort of teased a little bit last episode.
Yeah, it's something we both know about.
That I'd forgotten about, which we'll get to.
I forgot
briefly.
about as well.
But do you want to do your one first?
Well, I saw a comment on the Jar Media Reddit.
Great place.
And it got me thinking. About serious subjects. And this week, something popped into my head about a subject that, you know, in society is not really talked about. You know, the biggest person I can think of who've ever like spoken about it is Terry Crews. And it's like, we're the age where this is becoming a bigger problem, and I don't think people kind of realise.
Mm-hmm.
And this is pornography addiction.
Damn. Porno.
We're talking about porn.
Wow. This suddenly got very adult.
Oh, yes. We are adults, Alex. We talk about...
So what, we're talking about what our favourite porn is, what our favourite porn sites are.
No positions, you know.
Yeah.
Porn stars, you know.
It's a weird one, because you're right. It's just sort of accepted.
But it's like... It's an issue that can actually really affect you. But people don't talk about it. People don't really know about it. And you can't...
Yeah, because we haven't...
The support isn't there.
I suppose we haven't quite had a full generation. I guess we're on the cusp of the porn generation.
We grew up when we began to access it quite easily. We were the kind of the start.
Yeah.
Everyone below us, you know, as soon as they're 14, they can get on porn. Like, I remember being like 15 and then kind of knowing how to like access it.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like with Google is now, you know, how they list website listings and that.
Yeah.
You don't have to search. You can just search like boob or pussy and you're going to get porn instantly. So anyone below us in age, they can get that so easily.
Well, yeah,
now.
I'm wondering if it's going to start even younger now. With,
definitely.
Because I didn't have like a smartphone until I was later in my teens, so...
I didn't really start like going on the internet till I had an iPod Touch.
Yeah,
and you
same.
think an iPod Touch is such a modern thing, and I had that when I was like 15, 16.
Yeah.
So it's like kids getting like smartphones now at the age of 12, you know, they're going to be accessing that. And it's those ages where your mind's developing, where if you start consuming it that young, you're going to mess your brain up.
Yeah.
Quite simply.
Human beings, like brains and the way they're wired, clearly aren't designed to, you know...
Because it's like, I want to say that I believe that society should be a lot more open with sexual things. Like, there shouldn't be people shouldn't be worried about having to talk about their sexual worries, because you can talk to that with the people you trust, because that's, you know, that's for your health, that's important. But it's like with porn, it's
people find it too embarrassing though.
Yeah.
People, yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like, I guess I've had experiences with pornography addiction, because obviously I was in that generation where we started consuming it young. So, you know, when you're young, you're you know, so sexually active. It's like you're just gonna fat to porn like 5 times a day, and that's dangerous. And I don't think people realise that actually messes you up.
You create the link, don't you, with like, I don't know, pleasure being directly related to that, instead of it being something on its own.
I've tried to look into this quite a bit, and it's like the way the mind is, it's like our human instinct with the pathways in our mind. It's like we have pathways to get satisfaction and like pleasure. And so obviously in the olden days, like cavemen, you know, up until like now, it's like that pathway for that specific thing is like actually like going out and, you know, doing those things, you know, with someone you're intimate with. Yeah. And that's how it's always been until now, where it's like, because there's such an easy way to get that satisfaction, it makes that pathway stronger, to the point where literally without thinking, you're just like porn. And that actually is, it's like so difficult to change that pathway, because it's so strong when you like you start doing it at such a young age.
But one of the other issues is how kind of extreme a lot of it is, in terms of like, what responses are you gonna, if your brain is used to seeing the most like extreme, explicit kind of pornography, when you're put in a situation where you're, you know,
that's not happening.
I don't know, you're trying to get aroused, or, you know, just natural attraction to like an actual person who isn't in a porno.
It's not,
especially if you started really young, it can kind of
it's a downward spiral of the fact that, you know, one of the telltale signs of actually being addicted is literally getting bored of a porn category and going deeper, more hardcore, you know, going to the more extreme pornography, because like that old pornography you used to use just doesn't do anything to you anymore, because it's like the pathway in your brain is just like, that doesn't lead to satisfaction, so it's like creating an even stronger one for more hardcore pornography. And then that will literally affect you, because when you're intimate with someone, you know, you're probably going to get erectile dysfunction, because you can't, because your mind is so like pathwayed to that specific hardcore pornography that you're going to fuck up your own sex life completely.
The whole jerking off to porn by yourself is like an entirely different monster. So if you're like trying to apply things from the fantasy world of pornography to like reality, it can sort of
it doesn't go on. And I don't think younger people now realize that them watching it will actually affect their,
but at the same time everyone's just like, everyone looks at porn constantly, don't they?
And that's really bad. Like, it's taken me to, you know, to fully look at it, to realize that it is really bad, to look at like, you know, how I've dealt with it and like what I've watched. It's just like, you know, that's not good at all, and it's really not healthy for me, because it's like, even when you break off of it for like a week, you can tell that there's a lot more like energy, there's a lot more motivation to do things, because it just sucks everything out of you and you don't realize. And that's what I don't think younger people aren't gonna realize, because they'll think it's normal to be like so kind of in that mindset,
hyper familiar with everything sexual.
But that's not the case, and it's like, it's gonna, like, there's a massive increase in erectile dysfunction in younger people now because of pornography. Yeah, and people aren't gonna want to talk about that, because it's a bit like humiliating in a way. Like, you know, you can't do that. Yeah, but younger people could have that.
But like, what's even the solution? You can't ban it.
No.
because I mean it's too
It's too easy
controlling.
accessible, yeah.
I mean, you can't. First off, you couldn't. Everyone's going to be able to share and find it easily anyway.
You can't.
You can't control that kind of thing or make it illegal, because
Like,
that would be
even now,
ridiculous.
It's like, you know, the old like internet days of like forums. You can find forums on back then just filled with pornography. Like,
Yeah.
if you lose like Pornhub, you can just find forums full of it. It's like that. It's
Yeah.
so deeply rooted into the internet that it's like.
When it's
taking no
like,
time.
if you say, I don't know if your parents will like it, but you can sort of have those like child settings for your internet, so you can't go
Yeah.
on anything remotely sort of edgy.
But there's so many ways to get past that as well.
That's the thing. Like, any 13-year-old boy, they're gonna figure out how to do it.
And let's be real, when you're young, you don't exactly need porn to bust a nut. You don't need
No,
it.
all
It's
you
like
need is
anything.
any Final Fantasy game, pretty much.
Yeah, and then that starts the slope of the actual like really hardcore pornography that's fucking.
Well, for you, it was what, Crackdown 1, wasn't it? There was like a sign in Crackdown 1 that had like a woman on it.
and it's
It was
just like, oh shit, my porn phone's like. It's like, if you can't stop it, how can people like understand it? And you have to talk about it.
yeah.
And there's nothing weak or humiliating about like talking that you might have an addiction to it.
But
Because
what can one do to stop it?
you literally have to cold turkey. You've just got to
What if you
stop.
start seeing babies on the ceiling? Little Trainspotting reference for you out there.
You have to stop, because it's like you can't ease yourself off of it, because you're not fixing anything if you just like, I'll look at, you know, hentai.
But it's
or
easier
whatever.
said than done. It's like, say I'm addicted to
No,
heroin, which
it-
I'm not. Yeah.
No,
I'm not just gonna
I
stop.
completely get that, because I know where that's coming from. It's like you have to really force yourself to be like, oh, I'm horny. It's just like, no, just
Yeah.
You know, I find with porn addiction, it's like if you get bored, it's just like instantly. You know, I can get satisfaction from porn, and it's those
Yeah.
moments where you've got to be able to control yourself to be like, no. You need to
It's like
proactively, like
positive association with like a dog when you reward it when it's being good with the biscuit. It's like you're being rewarded with a nice little nut.
yeah. So it's like you have to literally stop, cold turkey, get rid of all of it, and you have to really fully avoid any single thing that could trigger like arousal. Like if you see a fucking lewd cosplayer on Twitter, like scroll past that shit. Don't look at it, because you'll fall back into just consuming pornography. And it's a serious issue. And I think there's probably a lot of people who do suffer from it and they just don't know. And I think it's
such a it's like
It's
such
weird.
a strange.
because it's like so ingrained into society of just like porn.
Yeah.
Everything porn. It's just like, no.
And especially the way like it used to be. Oh, if you got a porno mag somewhere,
Yeah.
it just seems so innocent now. I guess
Now it's just like, oh, boom, porno.
you can. I mean, even things we've seen and like what funny videos we've seen of like people just doing bizarre things to themselves, like torturous things to themselves, and it's like, I don't know if the brain's supposed to be looking at that stuff all the time.
It's not. It's literally, I don't want to sound like I'm like pure Christian, like pastor or something, but it's really fucking bad for you. Really bad. And I don't want people
I think
to
it's like anything where it becomes a problem if you have like a dependency on it. You know, because you can enjoy a little bit of heroin, a little bit. No, you know what I mean. Like it just.
I'm not saying
There's
like,
a difference between having a glass of wine on the weekend
and smashing 5 bottles
and having
on
a
Monday
bottle
morning.
every night.
Yeah.
You know.
It's
So
like
it's
I'm not
recognizing
going to
it.
say like, you know, don't ever consume porn, because that's
I mean, it's already too late. If you're listening to this, you've looked at porn.
yeah, probably. I'm pretty sure majority of the viewers have. It's I would say it's really uncommon now for people to not have ever consumed it. Like you have to be really like taken away from the internet for that to happen.
Yeah.
And really, that's not it.
It's a bit of a meme that men always like feel guilty after jerking off anyway. You know, where it's like, look at grotesque, horrible porn. Nut. Feel awful. That's sort of the cycle. Like movies make fun of it all the time. There's like a in Ted 2, Mark Wahlberg gets like addicted to porn or something.
You would, like, if you're seriously like not into like quite bad porn, it's like you would feel bad because it's like I just did that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you realise that that's really not good, but you're still watching it and not into it, and it's like you have to cut that cycle. 100%.
So is the only advice you have is to just not look?
It's difficult to give advice because there is no other way, because it's like your mind has been altered by porn.
What if you weaned yourself off it by, maybe if you, let's say you really loved, I won't say any really explicit thing for those out there, but you loved like something really explicit, and then you're like, okay, let's calm it down a bit, go a bit into something more, you know, like just jerking off to cosplayers or something. Because at least they're clothed. It's not the same association.
No, it's not. But you've got to realise with the way the brain treats it, it's like that pathway to satisfaction is still being, like, fulfilled, I guess, in a way, by still jerking it to cosplayers. Because now, instead of like...
Okay, what about video game characters?
It's the same. It's the same because you're replacing the pornography video game characters. That pathway is...
with Overwatch characters.
That pathway is still being fulfilled, so that is not changing. You have to literally go cold turkey. So then that natural pathway in your mind to pleasure is being replaced with something else. You know, being replaced with actual like sexual stuff.
This is where it gets confusing to me though. Like, say you have like a significant other and they send you a naked picture of them.
Yeah.
Can you jerk off to that? Or is that reinforcing bad things?
No.
What's the difference though? It's still just like a naked...
No, but that's different because, you know, to get that, you know, picture or whatever from your other half, you have to... Or video, whatever they want to send you. To do that, you have to be in the relationship, which is forming that pathway with actual being active and being in a relationship. So when you get those naughty pics...
What about like... streamers and Snapchat stuff?
No, because if you're not intimate with them, it's not reforming that pathway. It's just like you're basically replacing the pornography of X, which is still not changing your mind. It's not altering anything. It's just changing the end result or what you used to get there. Like getting naughty pics from your other half, it's changing the pathway because you know you're putting effort into it, like people would 100 years ago. They're putting something in to get that, you know, was end result. So that's how you change it. Like I've had that question in my mind of like, surely that doesn't change anything, but it does because of the way you're trying to achieve it. Because it's not just a click; it's, you know, a conversation. You know.
But what if you have loads saved from like the past? So you're not doing anything to even earn new ones.
Well, that's
like it's a little reward.
Because then it's the same, because the pathway is from intimacy, that you have those images and you're thinking about that person, and that still strengthens the intimacy if you have with that person and the relationship, so that it's the natural way forward instead of just click porn, click, click, click.
Then click on the D.
Because that's how it works, you know. I'm going to straight up say, if you've watched like a certain porn category and got bored of it, you're probably addicted. That's it. Like when you watch a video and it's just like, I'm bored, another one. That's an addiction. That's it. That's the problem. So, and it's about identifying that and being able to, you know.
I wonder if most, especially dudes, I can't speak for ladies, I don't fucking know, have some kind of like addiction to it. Yeah. Whether it be minor or major.
I'm 100% that there's a lot of people, you know, in society have an addiction to it, because it's such a easy thing now that I don't understand how people don't.
Yeah, it's because it's one of those things where it's like there's no real solution.
No, there's no. The only real solution is being aware of it and being able to know when you've got a problem with it, to be able to stop it. I know that journey. I know how identifying it and knowing when to stop. Like, I'm not saying to not fap. I'm not saying to like stop doing that at all. It's just like getting yourself away from porn for like 2-3 weeks, and then you can slowly ease yourself into more healthy things to then, you know, live a better life, because all the evidence for it is out there. It's not like this is just me talking. It's, you know, it's an actual thing, and people need to, be more informed about it to better.
Yeah, I'd be
help
curious to see what Jarlings think of it.
Some people might think that, oh no, they're not, but it's just like, it's a good thing to be informed about because it can help. Because at the end of the day, no kid wants to, get into a relationship and try to have sex and all that, but then not be able to because they're so addicted to porn. Because that will ruin a relationship, and that will ruin their confidence. Like a young kid who's just trying to have sex and can't from erectile dysfunction
because he's been choking his chicken a bit too hard.
That is going to destroy their confidence so bad, and they're going to feel so like they can't have a relationship, and it's because of pornography. And that's when it's actually affecting people, and I wouldn't want that for people to have to miss out on those sort of things because they're choking their chicken to porn. Yeah,
hentai. Is hentai okay?
No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
No.
You're not leaving me with many options.
There's nothing. You got to go to the old days. You got to use your imagination.
I can't. I've got easy porn.
It's that though. It's like when you think about doing a nut.
Yep, I think about it often.
It's like you instantly think porn. It's like it's so easy. You don't think to actually use something else.
What else can I use? A flashlight.
No, you just use your imagination. That's healthy. Use your imagination.
Okay. Fair enough.
You've all been there, 5 times a day. Just
when you're like an early teenager, it can be nasty.
And then that's all porn, and that's really fucking bad. I've said it a lot, but please, it's quite bad.
James is passionate about porn, man.
I just know, having gone off of it, for the last 2 weeks, it's just like you realise.
But you tried a few months ago, didn't you?
I tried.
How long did you last?
I lasted a good 2.5 weeks.
And then it was like, I can't do it anymore.
I was just stressed. It's just I'm stressed. I'm just got to do it to some.
Can you not just bust a nut in the shower or something, not looking at anything?
No, because you can't do that when you're porn addicted, because your mind's just like porn. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to make aware to people. It's like when you're addicted to it, it's hard to not to do it without it, because that's your only way to get that satisfaction.
Okay.
So you literally have to cold turkey it and then put a better thing in your mind to use it as a release to then keep going.
Well,
it's a serious subject, but I thought it would be, something that should be talked about, because with a JARCAST, and we should use our platform to
talk about porn, yeah.
To talk about subjects that aren't talked about, and to raise awareness.
We might as well talk about it while Jim ain't here.
Yeah, I know.
He's porn addict.
Yeah, he'll back a jar meme is literally Lisa Ann, a fucking one of probably the most famous porn star ever, and it's
because she's so popular with teenage boys.
Yeah, MILF.
Yeah, there's that weird, creepy sort of connection with 13, 14-year-old boys love
fucking MILFs.
MILFs. They love MILFs and they love older women.
As an old 14 to 15-year-old, I will say I fucking love MILFs. It was just
yeah, I remember it too, because I think there's something to do with teachers and other people's mums and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just that
you have a bit of a crush on. So
it's still the most popular category ever. It's
because there are so many 13-year-olds jerking it.
So it's good to talk about. So I hope
Okay, I've got one more before we move on.
What?
Is this okay to jerk off to? Printing off a picture of quite a voluptuous page from a manga. Is that okay?
No, because it's hentai. Printing off the page.
I did that in year 8 or something. Because that Battle Royale thing, the original, that Japanese movie.
Yeah.
Or manga.
Yeah.
All the women are drawn hentai.
No, but I think one of the bigger things is if you watch anime, it's you're exposed to fucking that level of shit constantly. So obviously it's gonna
very sexual.
Yeah. Eki anime, and it's just it becomes comical when in reality it's not comical. It's it's a good part of a relationship. So I hope this helps. So it's good to talk about sometimes.
Well, we've only got about 5 minutes left of this first
We
segment.
talked about porn for 25 minutes. Damn, James.
Go on. Honestly, do you think anyone has jerked off to the JARCAST? I mean, chances are.
You know, if you were really down the spiral, why wouldn't you jerk to Jim? Come on.
Well, I wouldn't, because he's my brother. I'd be quite weird.
Well, JARCAST did end up on a fart forum fetish thing, so...
Really?
I'm pretty sure that's just...
Wait, when?
No, it's the burp one.
Yeah.
So clearly someone must have busted a nut to do the burping.
I forgot about that burp fetish thing. Oh my god.
You're going to get fat too by some burp fetishist. What a great subject. People are going to think we're white weirdos.
That's alright, everyone jerks off. And if you don't, you're a liar.
No, some people have no fat. There are no fat people.
Whatever.
Yeah, they don't fap because they just do it instead. They just don't fap.
But like once upon a time in their life, they would have.
Yeah, but obviously it's a point of, changing to not fap.
But you can do both.
I believe, masturbation is normal, and we shouldn't...
Yeah, look at like monkeys. They love jerking off, don't they? They jerk off each other.
I saw a meme where it was these cute pictures of this like monkey and a cat, like or some Japanese Twitter thing, and then someone saw the same monkey fucking the cat, and it's just like great animals.
Apes, man, they
fuck constantly.
I remember reading somewhere that it's actually dangerous for some, like women to go to hang out with like gorillas and orangutans and stuff because they would just
fucking nut all over you.
They would just go for you. They can just sense. It's fucking crazy.
Apes are like cats in their like fucking...
Apes are like humans with no filter.
They're just out on it 24/7.
Yeah, they smell those hormones and they're like, fuck it, I'm going in.
Going in.
Yeah.
It's a bit disgusting because it's so like... It's like they could fuck you up as well. They will fuck you up and they will fuck you as well. They will fuck you up.
Gorillas do have really tiny dicks. They've got like 1-inch dicks. No, for real. I remember seeing this like picture that was like animal dicks and how big they are.
Like imagine you're a gorilla and then you see a duck and its cock's bigger than yours. It's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, ducks do have like massive dicks, don't they?
they're huge. It's like they're like 20 times the size of their body, and it's just like a gorilla. It's just like 1 inch.
Gorillas have like the biggest muscles in the kingdom, but the smallest willy. Like Argie's got a tiny dick. It's so small. He had big balls, but God, his dick was small. Jesus. He's had one boner in his whole life. One boner. And it was when, like men get morning wood, they call it. It was like Argie's morning wood when I was saying hello to him in the morning. He got a little boner. It was pretty gay.
Dogs are really weird as well, though, when it comes to London. It's just...
Well, Max, the golden retriever, he liked a good old hump.
he humped Argie all the time, but because Argie is so small, it was just like nothing.
Argie grew to quite like it, though, eventually. Being a little fuck piggy for Max.
That's what the pornography addiction conversation needs to be. Argie being a fuck pig.
Yeah, it helped Argie discover that he's bi. No, seriously. He's bi.
It's like, the thing where it's like when you jerk to porn for so long, you literally just end up jerking to gay porn.
Have you done that?
No, but that's like a thing, and that's pornography addiction.
Wow, Jesus Christ.
So if you're fapping to, if you're straight, male or female, and you're jacking off to like lesbian or gay porn, you've probably got an addiction. Or maybe that's your thing,
Well, holy monkeys. We'll be back after these fappy messages.
It's the jar fappening.
Right, we're back, and I'm going to give you guys something to wank over.
This is the funny So
part. This is my topic. This one might go a bit longer because I didn't realise that wanking topic was going to go on
We
so
went
long.
hard on the on the old chicken.
We went hard. We got hard and wanked for 30 minutes.
This cast is just going to be sexual innuendos for the rest of the
I
fucking...
wonder if it's going to get demonetized.
Well, it's educational. That was 100% educational. This should be sown in Cambridge University.
We've talked about worse stuff and it's been fine.
Yeah.
Apparently the algorithm's like, as long as you don't swear loads at the beginning of a video, then it will be mostly okay, as long as you don't take the piss.
We don't swear. We are very polite.
Anyway, I think we mentioned last episode when we were talking about my trolling history online. Just my whole presence on the internet around from 2009 to 2014, around about then.
Yeah.
Pre
edgy
IG.
Alex. That was the edgy Alex.
Sort of edgy.
It was the funny.
I didn't do like horrible things.
No, it was the funny Alex. That's what it was.
That's when I peaked in terms of my funniness.
Yeah, it was.
So yeah, we mentioned that I used to be into reviewing products on Amazon.
You loved a good review because you found them so funny.
I loved reviewing things on Amazon. I started off doing it semi-seriously.
You did.
James is scoffing down some fucking mini marshmallows right now, so... my first ever review was on... No, I'm okay. No, they've got gelatin in.
Oh shit.
My first review on Amazon was on 19th of September 2012.
So what? 7 years ago?
Yep.
Holy fuck. I was like 14.
Yeah, man.
Holy fuck.
Yes, you were that age once.
Mental.
It was my first drawing tablet. One of those Wacom bamboo tablets.
I remember you having that.
The little one. Only the small one that was like 30 quid. I don't know. Yeah, and I just reviewed it properly. And it just went like that for a bit. And then I started reviewing games. And some of my opinions on games were very questionable. It was when I like just discovered Assassin's Creed. And was...
When did you discover Assassin's Creed? Was it 2?
2012.
Was it 3?
It was 2? Because then I was like
2009.
But I was very late to it. I think I played them all in like 2011, 2012. But I reviewed like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, saying like 5 stars, great installment to the franchise. Was that one?
Alex, you sound like an IGN reviewer.
I even structured my reviews sort of like an IGN review. But yeah, I'll just go through my star reviews of a couple of these games while we go through. Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I gave 5 star. Assassin's Creed Revelations, what do you think I gave it?
If you gave it any less than a 5 star, I swear to God.
I gave it 5 star.
Good.
With the
to be fair though, Brotherhood is probably the worst AC game. It's not that good.
3 is worse.
Revelations and 2 are just incredible.
My headline for that Assassin's Creed Revelations review was truly touching end to Ezio's story.
Alex, touch these marshmallows, please. They're like really...
Oh, they're very squishy.
Yeah, they're like my dream. Imagine falling asleep in a bag full of them.
This is angering me right now. I've just found my review for Dead Space 1.
You hated it at first, didn't you?
I didn't hate it. I gave it 4 star.
Yeah.
And said, very awesome space horror. I hate the use of very in there. I don't know what. Very awesome. As if awesome space horror wouldn't be enough. It's very awesome. Oh no, and then for Dead Space 2, I gave it 5 star.
Oh god.
And the headline was very awesome game. I did the very awesome again.
See, you were a bit cringy.
I was just, 2012 gamer, bro. Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. This one pisses me off so much. I gave it 4 stars out of 5, but with the the title being meh. I gave it 4 stars, but gave it a meh. God. Halo 3, I gave 5 star.
Of course.
Greatest Halo game yet.
Yet. As if there's one that was ever going to get better.
Then I reviewed Halo Reach and said 5 star, the perfect song for Bungie. Oh no. Halo 4. Halo 4, 5-star. Halo is back and better than ever. I remember I loved Halo 4 when it came out. Oh my god. I was doing that IGN thing where nothing is lower than like a 4-star. So like nothing's lower than an 8. That's what it was like back then. Assassin's Creed 3. 4-star.
What was the title?
Be careful if you're looking for a satisfying end. Because that's such a bad ending.
What was it? Assassin's Creed 3 was the one where he just died, wasn't it?
I think like the whole world is destroyed or something. I can't remember.
I remember because it was the same time as Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
And you told me the ending. Well, we were literally at the ending of Borderlands 2. Holy fuck.
So I was a real R gamer at this point.
Oh god, you still are.
No, I didn't even know Reddit existed
You've
back
upset
then.
Argy now.
Yeah, I've upset Argy.
Argy, so
But I say that because my next review was Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty.
you said you didn't give anything below 4, so let's
No, I gave this one a 1-star. I gave it a 1-star and said, so this is what gaming has come to.
Ooh.
Man, 2012 me just really going in on
Let's be fair. Modern Warfare 3, not that bad. The COD since.
I shouldn't have been reviewing these because I've never played them.
Modern Warfare 3 was pretty good.
This one's even worse. Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Actually, probably one of the best CODs in recent years.
I gave it 1 star. And my title was Modern Warfare 3 Ops. I did like a pros and cons list, and the pros was none. I was very mature about it. Next up is the movie Ted. I reviewed Ted
Oh god.
on Blu-ray.
You know me, and you know I hate Ted.
Well, you'll be pleased I gave it a 1 star.
Good. It deserves
With the
nothing
title
more.
being Seriously Avoid.
100%. That's
My one sentence review was, I had heard about how great this comedy is, but this is a terrible film. Comedy was in quotation marks. Oh, you're like this. The next game is Mirror's Edge on Xbox 360.
not a bad game.
My review was 5-star, best game ever made.
Yeah, of course.
But my review was, I hate this game. I hate it so much that I've never played it. So why did I give it 5 stars? Because I like the theme song.
Still Alive?
Yeah.
Good song. I listened to it, actually. The soundtrack is not bad. It's quite good, actually.
The theme's pretty epic.
No, it's got that soloist field song.
Still alive.
It's a good game.
That was an ongoing joke for us.
It's the only good game DICE have ever made.
So, yes, now is when things kind of started devolving.
Into just...
I reviewed the video game Brink, which nobody remembers.
I bought.
The Xbox 360 game Brink. 1 star, the title, truly brilliant game. Character development, interesting characters, great story, amazing soundtrack, intuitive multiplayer and controls. These are all things that don't apply to Brink. This game is so predictable, lackluster, and terrible in every single way imaginable. Fair?
Yeah.
Batman Arkham Asylum, I reviewed. Gave 5 stars, and this is like a joke review. 5-star for one reason alone. You know what? I've never actually played this game before. Don't really plan to either. But Killer Croc is in the game. Instant 5 stars.
You loved Killer Croc at that
I was like
period.
obsessed with Killer Croc because I thought he was so like dumb. So I was so excited when I watched Suicide Squad a few years ago, and Killer Croc was as lame as I used to think he was. I quite like him in the Arkham games though. He's quite threatening.
The Arkham games are just really, really good.
I reviewed the Avengers, which in the UK is called Avengers Assemble. Gave it 5-star.
I remember when we watched that.
Yeah, we went to the cinema.
We did. That's when I actually liked Marvel.
The title was, There is one reason that this film is 5 stars. This film is amazing, but not for the reasons that you might believe. So what is it then? The Hulk is green. Killer Croc is green. Instant 5 stars. What do you think of that one? Valuable?
No.
Helpful to anyone?
Not a good movie, though.
The Dark Knight Rises was up next. It was close to being a 1-star, but one thing saved it. And this is a 5-star review.
Is it something to do with Killer Croc?
Now, I was not crazy about this movie. In fact, I've never seen it. However, because Killer Croc is a Batman character, instant 5 stars. You can imagine me fucking typing this bullshit, like thinking it's the funniest shit ever written.
Yeah.
Like crying with laughter.
Yeah.
Like some actual person that's going to like, let's see what people think of this. And they look at the reviews and they're like, what's this fucking Joker doing?
I remember because there'd be times when I'd be playing Xbox with Jim and then you just like run in and be like, Jim, like scream laughing, be like, Jim, look what I did there.
Oh, Arkham City was next, and you can guess what's coming.
Killer Croc.
So, another one. So close to giving this game a 1 star. I've not actually played this game, and I was going to give it 1 star. However, I found out that there is an Easter egg with Killer Croc. Instant 5 stars. Right, that's the game part over.
Is this when it comes?
Now's when shit gets real. Microsoft Xbox 360 HDMI AV cable and audio adapter review. 1 star. Too confusing to use. I consider myself a genius when it comes to technology. However, this HDMI cable is too confusing to use and set up. I've been told that I have to sync this HDMI cable with my TV.
Oh no.
And there are absolutely no instructions. I can't play a Mirror's Edge Brink Killer Croc edition. Fucking hell. Combining them all because I can't figure out how to get the cable to work. I went to Argos and asked them about iPads. They had no idea. Instant 1 star. That one really tickled me, I remember. There's an interesting one here because I have a review for something where the product is gone. So it doesn't tell me what the product
so
is.
You've got to guess from what you viewed it as.
So it's a 5-star review, and the title was Much Better Than Expected. Oh, here we are. I've been searching for replica Hulk hands for many years now, so I can pretend to be Killer Croc and scare my dog. These awful gloves are so funny that they are really terrible. Instant 5 stars. I remember saying instant 5 stars instead of just 5 stars was really funny. Oh, okay. DC Comics DC Direct Batman Arkham City Series 2, the Riddler action figure. Got a review from me. Oh no, this was going really random.
Oh no.
5 star, too good.
Is that too good or
TOO good?
Too good.
This poster is far too good to be so cheap. I can't believe how funny and original this movie is. Instant 5 stars. And that's it. That's the whole review. Now that's what I call Music 83. I did a little review for. 1 star. Did the same joke again. The title was Too Awful to Be Awful. Too awful to be awful. Every song on this album is awful, but that is what makes it so good. Oh, fuck's sake. I find it really funny that Killer Croc could kill everyone on this really good album. Instant 1 star. Oh, I went back and reviewed Black Ops 1. Not seriously though, not our gaming edgy gamer that way. I gave it a 1 star and said, too rare. This may be the best game ever made, but it is so rare that I can't find it in my house anywhere. Instant 1 star. Holy shit.
That actually has levels to it because someone in your house did own that game.
Yeah, Jim,
it was never
Ops.
there because he had the box, but I took the disc. So you wouldn't be able to find it because it was in my house. That's a deep one, that one.
So I reviewed the official Xbox 360 wireless controller. 5 star. Great game. I'm loving this game. It works really well with my PS3, but it didn't come with a Wii motion bar such as promised. Now I can't play Metroid Uncharted War 3 because I need the bar. Very happy with this produce. Instant 5 stars. Fucking hell. I thought I was so clever. Metroid Uncharted War 3.
You must have done that when we were doing the unboxing videos, because that's kind of how we made the unboxing videos.
Oh, this is when I bought the Blue Yeti microphone that I started making IHE vids with. So I reviewed the Blue Yeti microphone.
Yeah.
5-star. I can't believe how awful this movie is. When I saw this banner ad, I decided to instantly buy it. I needed to record the rain sound effect for my private movie. So when it arrived, parentheses, which was quick, thanks Amazonia, I waited for it to rain. So when it did rain, I quickly put the mic outside and recorded the rain. It worked great, and I got about 3 minutes worth of audio before it randomly stopped. It won't work anymore, but it was definitely worth 90 quid for that rain sound effect. Now my home movie is really professional. Thank you, Ben Affleck. Instant 5 stars.
That one's quite funny.
Oh yeah, this is all like bits and bobs for my recording stuff. So next up was a pop filter for the Blue Yeti. 5-star, very nice popcorn blocker.
I remember this one.
Really? If you've been looking for something to stop that popcorn from flinging around the room, look no further. This is the perfect DVD. It has such flinger strength that it flings the popcorn buds right back into the pan so hard that it breaks the pan. It is the funniest... It's the funniest and most amazing shower gel I've ever used. Very warm. Instant 5 stars.
You haven't got on from the instant 5 stars.
I'm pretty sure I made that like my thing. Oh my god. Can't believe how fucking random some of these are. Like an actual minion. Fucking hell. I reviewed 8 gigabytes of Corsair RAM for my laptop. Not bad, but also not awful. Oh man, this shit's too fucking funny, man. Holy fuck, I'm a comedian. God damn, I should have been on stage doing this shit. So I needed to find a really good, really funny way of making my computer faster. It's not even funny. Really funny way of making my computer faster. I think this works really well. But I had to figure out how to use it all by myself. All you have to do is get your scissors. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get your scissors and cut down the line that they already started to be cut for you. Fucking Christ. Then take the pieces, then unscrew your iPod and push them into your laptop. It should instantly work and make your laptop faster. Thank you very much.
You know, this just makes you look a lot more psycho.
That one actually had comments. You and your misleading review dates. Thanks. Oh, why did that one get me so hard? Oh, damn. The Elgato Game Capture HD. So this was right on the cusp of like RNL Games creation.
We
Right.
did not make RNL when you bought when you did IHE.
It was, I think, around then. 2013.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
Because we used the Blue Yeti and the Elgato to... How do you think we recorded all those clips of Smash Bros. Brawl?
Oh yeah.
And Ruben playing Twilight Princess. The really boring intro to Twilight Princess. It's like 4 hours long.
Final Fantasy 13 though.
I don't think we ever did one on that, did we?
We did.
Really?
You even did.
Oh, I don't think we ever did that.
You made 3 episodes and you like.
I don't think I ever uploaded it.
No, they were uploaded. They were really bad. Really bad. They were the worst.
I vaguely remember that actually, yeah.
Because it obviously starts with the train like sequence.
Yeah.
And you were like actively like this. Nobody's gonna watch it. This is shit.
What, in the video?
Yeah. You sounded the most bored I've ever heard you.
Oh, I wonder if I can find those, but anyway. So the Elgato review was 5-star, great for doing things that you want. I needed a way of making a recording of my Halo 1 Let's Play, so I could put it in my private movie. But I plugged it into my TV and it worked straight away. I don't have a laptop, but I know it works because I read the back of the case. Thanks again, Elgar. Instant 5 stars. It's quite a sweet one. There's another one that's like a product that doesn't exist anymore. Okay. And this one in the review, I have actually no clue what it was supposed to be. 5-star, very good toothbrush was the tagline, but I'm pretty sure that was a joke because it wasn't a toothbrush, because then I say, this is a very good battery. It slides along your radio until it is working properly. Make sure you buy about 13 of these or they will work properly. Thank you again, Billy Mays. Instant 5 stars. No fucking clue.
No, there's no way we can find out what that is.
Okay. This one's got me. 1.8 meter HD 1.8 meter HD TV / EDTV high definition 480p component AV cable for Nintendo Wii. 4 out of 5 stars. It works, but lacks a certain charm. I needed this to play my PlayStation 1 through my Wii. It worked. Well, I think it works. It says it works on the back of the box.
Oh, God.
So instant 5 stars. I only wish it was made from solid gold. Instant 4 stars, actually. Fucking hell.
You are actually insane.
This was like the funniest thing to me. Part of me wonders if I did do it thinking this will be really funny in the future. To me, anyway. It's just so like, God, you're so unfunny that it's quite funny. This one's pretty good. So I reviewed the Lord of the Rings trilogy like box set.
The one I own.
The one that you still have. 5-star. Better than My Little Pony. I was told that My Little Pony is a better trilogy than Lord of the Rings. But James could not have been more wrong. Apart from Gollum overacting and it being so nice to watch and everything is perfect in this film, it is awful. Buy this trilogy, but be warned that Ewoks are really awful. Thanks, George Lucas. Instant 5 stars. So you made it in. Bringing it full circle, all these really old things where you were like the butt of the joke.
Was I saying that Lord of the Rings was better than My Little Pony?
No, the joke was that you were the one that told me that My Little Pony is better than Lord of the Rings. Then I reviewed a couple movies seriously, which I won't do.
Yeah,
then I reviewed boring. Crisis 3.
Oh, God.
But seriously.
Shit, it's terrible.
I had enough of the silly reviews for a little bit, and I was like, yeah, let's review Halo Wars. Seriously. Let's review Dead Space 3. Seriously. Let's review Bioshock Infinite. Seriously. Max Payne I even reviewed.
Or did you say you gave it bad, didn't you? Because you actually hated that game.
I gave it 4 stars. Why do you do this, Max Payne? My first introduction to Rockstar was Red Dead Redemption. That game blew my mind. It got everything right. On the other hand, Max Payne 3 stumbles in quite a few areas.
It doesn't, though.
Boiling down to a very mixed experience.
It's not a mixed experience. You hate that game for no reason.
Well, I remember finding it really boring. My overall impression was, I still gave it 4 stars.
You think it's terrible, though?
I don't think it's terrible. I just wouldn't want to play it again.
Now.
No, I can't fairly say because it was so many years ago that I played it. I said, while I enjoyed most of this game, I had too many problems with it to either replay it or recommend it. Which is fair.
No, it's not. That game's beautiful.
It's fair.
It's the best game I've ever played.
I gave the original Forza Horizon 1 star. Awful. James liked this game. Instant 1 star because he didn't get me that spliff he owes me. I want to get high. That was the review for that one.
Fuck me, that's like 5 years ago and we were making weed jokes, and me.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. I hope there's people realise that we've literally been like this forever.
Oh my god. I reviewed the TV show The Shield, which is a great TV show. But my review was 5-star, false advertising. I went into this package expecting to pull out a fully functioning shield I could use in combat scenarios. However, this is not quite the defensive weapon I was expecting. It in fact turns out to be a TV show about cooking or some shit. Instant 5 stars nonetheless. I reviewed the show Dexter. 5-star. Mighty fine. Fucking hell, man. Mighty fine fire extinguisher. Jesus Christ. My house caught fire when I was cooking up one of my Rustler's burgers. I forgot to take the plastic off and put it in for 30 minutes. Dough. I needed something to put out the fire, and this video seemed to work fine. The cover was melted, but who cares? The burger still tasted great. I reviewed the movie Cloud Atlas.
What's Cloud Atlas?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's got Tom Hanks in it and Halle Berry, and they've got like old age makeup in it. It's very weird. 5-star. Warning for funny book boys only.
Funny book boys. Oh.
Once upon a time I watched this movie. There is a cool part with the dinosaur, I think. Definitely worth a watch if you like aliens. Oof. That's still going.
You made 52 odd reviews or something.
I reviewed the movie 7 Psychopaths. Gave it 4-star. More like 6.5 psychopaths. While this is relatively good, I was expecting more from this product. It is a quite good guide on how to be a psychopath, but it does not actually come with all 7 in the box. You have to really search to find what you're looking for. All in all, instant 4 stars.
I literally have not stopped the instant thing. Like throughout all of your reviews, it's always just.
I reviewed a Sharkoon Fire Glider laser mouse, which I still have. That thing's old.
Holy fuck.
5-star. I love to hate it. This mouse has so many buttons I didn't even know where to start. So I just threw it out the window and it made for an extremely entertaining smash. Well worth that 20 quid. Instant 5 stars.
No, but that was also the period where you did throw things around. So I'm not surprised.
You sound like an autistic 4-year-old.
You threw Jim's underwear on the fucking ceiling of your...
Yeah, did that a couple times. Holy fuck.
You are a bit of an autistic 4-year-old.
This is another one where I don't know what the product was. 4-star. You get a funny product for what you pay for. I needed this to edit my private movie with a friend. He is a mangled corpse, by the way. And this worked like a charm. I was disappointed that it was not diamond plated, but what are you gonna do? Instant 4 stars. We're running out of time here. I'm gonna have to come back after these messages. Fucking hell. I'm still going with these. These fucking reviews. I've seen more. Another one where I don't know what the product is because it's been taken down.
Oh, those are the best ones.
I've done a couple of like jokes like this, but for whatever it was, 5-star. Best drinking straw I have used. I really needed No, I was desperate for a quality drinking straw, and this proved to be the perfect product for the job. Warning, don't drink milk with it because it makes it smell. Nonetheless, instant 5 stars. No idea what that is.
What are the suggested items? Because that might be a clue.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good idea. See full review. It's just movies.
It probably was a movie then, Alex, if you will.
There's another one. Oh, for Far Cry 3. Oh, you stop digging. What are you doing? The video game Far Cry 3.
Yeah,
5 star. Awful. Awfully funny / good. I've never played Far Too Awful to Cry before, because James likes them so much. But I tried this out because my next door neighbour's cat suggested that I give it a try. My favourite bit is when the goodies win. Instant 5 star. Quite accurate, that one. This is quite a good one. Reviewing a 500 gigabyte portable hard drive. You ready for this?
Yes.
5 star was not the droid I was looking for.
Oh, God.
Star Wars references have been done to death, so I was angry to find out that this was hand-built by George Lucas himself. On the plus side, it does come with loads of Jar Jar fanfiction preloaded onto it. For that reason alone, it warrants its instant stars. This is probably my favourite one. Amazon.co.uk e-gift voucher. 1 star. Too scary to use. There have been many scary things in my life. This is one of them. The demonic baby on the suggested pictures makes my stomach ulcer come back, so now I puke blood all the time. Instant 1 star. We're nearly done. Oh my god. Those are products I reviewed that are just don't exist anymore. Like this one must be a memory stick. 4 star. Wish it came in rainbow. Don't even care if this memory stick works. I assume it does. I just like testing myself on reading that tiny writing on it. If it came in rainbow colour, it might have been a better test. But as it is, instant 4 stars. Wait, what? What? What are you talking about?
I don't understand you.
I don't understand that, and I wrote that. Like, it actually feels like a different person wrote that. I wasn't even, like, on drugs or anything. Like, it was just me. Oh my god. I don't even know what this is. Oh, another cable. 3.5mm stereo jack to 2 RCA phono something. 5 star. A bit sludgy, but it does the job. Pokemon is pretty much the same game every time, yet it sells more copies than underwear I've gone through in my life. Instant 5 stars. Jesus fucking Christ. This is the last one.
Okay,
This is
what
the
is
last
it?
one. It is for a keyboard. A Mprex keyboard. Windows Vista compatible. I would give it 1.5 stars, but Amazon won't let me. Verified purchase. I need a weapon to take to my secret fights, and this proved to be a real stinker. Only 14 hits and it's smashed to pieces. Sure, the guy had no teeth anymore, but I want to get more from my money. Instant 1 star.
That's actually quite like... Whoa.
It's quite like, whoa.
You're talking about beating someone up with a keyboard. It's a bit like... It's a bit different from your other reviews.
There was one... What about the corpse one?
Okay, the mangled corpse.
So, those are my Amazon reviews.
You really are insane.
Oh my god, that was so funny to me.
Should have seen that's when the IHE was beginning. That was the beginning.
Yeah.
And we didn't see it.
Yeah, I missed the date. When it would have been. Yeah, because I think I made it in September, so it was on the same year. Like, that last keyboard one was 2nd of May 2013. So that was like 6 months before I created IHE.
Holy fuck.
Fucking
That's
hell.
crazy. That is crazy.
Oh, man.
Now, we can move on from the your Amazon reviews to actual, good subjects.
I hope people like that, because it was quite fucking...
It's funny. It gives them an insight into the world of IHE, the crazy world.
Not even IHE, because IHE's like a character, just
of Alexander Beltman.
Jesus Christ. I'm like half embarrassed, half really pleased with myself. It's like, in those American movies, they have those like time capsules that they dig underground. They put underground when they're like a little kid, and then they take it out 10 years later.
Yeah,
and they're like, I put that in there. That's like my version of that. Amazon reviews. What I would give to get my Yahoo Answers account back. Oof, that could be a funny JARCAST, but it's gone forever.
Don't. We might find it one day. We might.
No, I was banned. They terminated my account.
So your answers were gone?
Everything gone. I was very upset.
Oh, fuck. That's not good.
I was like level 5 as well, or something.
That's quite a lot. Modern day, that's like 10th prestige, That's crazy.
Okay, so this is the part of the show where we answer questions from the jarlings out there, the mingers. The mingers out there that watch the show.
We're calling them mingers now.
Just for now, until Jim gets back.
We can call him the minger, because he abandoned us.
His Mexican family.
I know. How dare he?
His minger family.
At least pick a better minger family.
Jesus Christ. I'm not going to do that.
Well, sometimes you don't get to choose your minger family.
Lava Nails Nalis says, do you believe in expiry dates? I'm going to say a firm no on that one. I analyse it and have a look and think, is it crispy when it's not supposed to be crispy? Is it mouldy when it's not supposed to be mouldy?
I think it's questionable how they come up with these dates of when food's going to expire. Like, we all know when milk's going to expire. We all know when bread's going to expire. It's really easy. It's just like the expiry date.
You can smell it or look and see if there's mould on it.
But if you stick it in the freezer, the expiry date means nothing because you've frozen it. So it's like you just identify. You look at the food before you eat it, and then you kind of realise if it's a bit past or It's just one of those things.
Yeah, it's all a grand conspiracy, that one.
Yes, it's
They do it to cover their bottoms anyway.
Yeah, so
they find out when it actually goes off, and they're like, "Look, set it a few days before."
Like probably like milk. Even with milk, it goes.
Milk lasts longer than you think.
Yeah,
and often if you smell it and you think it's off, you're just smelling the off bit that's around the lid, when the actual milk might be fine. So
yeah, but even with odd milk, if you drink it, you can taste it's off, and then it's not going to damage you. It's just like
a little bit of mold never hurt anyone. A little bit of fungus. Voltec AU said, any instances where the scream laugh has been your downfall?
Scream laugh?
Yeah. Something like that.
That's not the downfall, is if I've done it and it's like, oh no. Oh, so doing it to something that's really not funny. I can't remember. I can't think it's ever happened.
It's not really happened to me, but my dad has a very distinct scream laugh. Where like he'll do something really unfunny, and then he likes it when I react because I'm always like so annoyed by it. So he just starts scream laughing. And it doesn't matter where it is, if it's in like a pub or something.
Someone's funeral. Like,
never been to a funeral actually.
Never been to one either.
Yeah, so that's my answer. My father.
I haven't scream laughed in an inappropriate situation.
I just keep farting. It's them beans.
Oh god, you gave Argy beans, and
I had some beans and I gave the leftovers to Argy, and that was a mistake.
That was. I don't even know where he is.
He's down here by my little feet.
If that tail moves, Alex, you know you're getting there.
Deludry says, what cultural stereotypes used as a joke do you boys find funny? Sorry, not funny. Annoying / unfunny.
cultural stereotypes.
I get annoyed with the English ones because they're just like, no one's like this, you knobs.
You used the word knobs. That's so British.
The one that always annoyed me was in Fairly Odd Parents, where they have like this kid who's like an exchange student, and he's like, yes, let's go to the hunt. It's like, shut up, you fucking assholes, you don't know shit.
The hunt is such an English thing, though.
Which, it's not legal, though.
I know it's not legal, but...
And out of the proportion of the population that do it, like, it's such...
No, but you know they do it.
So nominal.
Like, they're so vocal about it, and it's just like, you walk down the street, you know they do the hunt.
That's one I don't like. Another one is, it pisses me off in Family Guy and, like, anything Seth MacFarlane makes, where, like, Hispanic or Mexican people are always used as, like, a punchline for a joke. Like, the maid and stuff. It's just, like, the whole joke is that she's Mexican, so she's poor, that's funny, kind of thing.
It's a bit...
That's a lame one.
But what can you expect from him, though?
Yeah, it's not exactly highbrow normally, is it? His whole thing is stereotype humour, actually. Like, I saw this clip from Family Guy that was making fun of, like, Native Americans that was a bit like, Jesus, Seth, god damn it. Not funny. Like, I rewatched his shitty Western recently, again with the Native Americans. He loves that. Any stereotypes get you going?
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Every single one?
Yeah. All of them.
Fair.
I'm a man of change.
Oh, this is a good one. From Jackson Boyard. This one is specifically for Alex. What's your opinion on the higher prices for Lego sets recently? The new wave of Star Wars sets are really overpriced, and since you're a fellow Lego Star Wars collector, it'd be cool to hear what you have to say. Also, why is Lego Overwatch a thing now? You seen these Lego Overwatch sets?
I have. It took them ages to do it.
Took them ages, and it's annoying to me because Overwatch to me isn't a video game anymore. It's porn.
Yeah.
Bringing it back around. So seeing a children's toy have these like characters that I know, I've seen fucking each other. You know.
Overwatch is just a porn machine. If they add a new character, it's more.
It's probably responsible for getting quite a few people addicted to wanking. So a bit odd.
Have you seen some of the animations for Overwatch porn? It's like,
of course I have. You can't avoid it.
It's like, well, what the fuck? This is like incredible animation. It's just like porn. It's just like, what?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
For a start.
I find with Lego, it's just like, it takes them ages to catch on to stuff, and it's like, there's going to be Fortnite Lego. Same way there was Minecraft Lego.
I think another company already has the Fortnite stuff, but Minecraft and Lego actually makes sense though.
They work. That definitely works. Lego
SpongeBob is a thing that existed.
I know, and it's like...
Now Mega Bloks has it. But anyway, to answer the question, it's bullshit. Way too expensive.
I've always found it really expensive. Like
it's always been expensive, but it's going off the charts now. Like, it's actually getting ridiculous. Especially for those in the UK.
Tell me some of the costs in this, because I'm not in the Lego, world.
I have like a physical example I could go and get, but like a little box, say around 200-300 pieces, can be about 40 quid.
That's a small set.
For like a little tiny thing.
Okay, that's quite ridiculous. I expect that to be 15 or 20.
Yeah, well, in the community they talk about the price per part, and you'd usually hope for it to be pretty decent, but now, especially with themes like Star Wars and Overwatch, they're so overpriced. But I mean,
it makes being a collector more.
They wouldn't do it if people weren't paying it. So people clearly are paying for it, unless it starts hurting their bottom line. They ain't gonna change it.
It's like they announced a new set was like the Mustang that was posted in the group. Like that looks like a really cool set, but that's gonna be expensive. That's gonna be
really expensive, yeah.
But I want that. It's just like, I've always found Lego to be super expensive. Like, I couldn't have that as a hobby because that's like
premium children's toy.
I know.
This is one for you, James, seeing as I got one. Nicholas69420 says favorite Apex Legends characters.
Apex Legends! I love that game.
I could answer it actually. I like that robot guy.
You like Pathfinder?
Pathfinder.
I
love his animation when you pick him.
Yeah.
That's my favourite animation.
He's a cool ass character.
It's like over animated in the best way possible.
And it's goofy. He's the goofy kind of weird character.
I really like that.
I love Apex Legends. And to be fair, the two characters I play as is Wraith.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone plays the Edgelord. It's just the edgy
that runs like Naruto.
Oh, we only noticed last week. Literally runs like Naruto. But her character's like teleport, like a portal, and it's like to go invisible and like teleport somewhere. But I use her because I grew up on Modern Warfare 2. So, using all the ninja perks and all that to hear stuff. You get a warning with her when someone's like got you in their sights. So you can give that to your team, so it's like direct feedback to you. That's why I use her.
Yeah.
And I bought the Founders Pack, and she has a skin, so yeah, I'm going to use that because I spent money on it. But then I use Bangalore because it's a really, really good character.
No, I like the character design in that game.
The character, yeah.
They're all different, but they seem like they belong in the same universe.
They definitely do. Like the Bloodhound, looks like a Titanfall
That's the other one
pilot.
I really like as well.
Pathfinder obviously is the robot.
Yeah.
And the other guy, they have their place. It's not like Overwatch where it's like 15 million different kind of styles in
like
one.
a gorilla fighting a cowboy fighting a
it's
mech.
very consistent to the Titanfall world, and they're going to add more characters probably, so it's nice. It's probably going to have I like it a lot more than like Fortnite, because Fortnite was all just skins, random skins, and they didn't really change the gameplay. But the Legends, they all have different ways to play them. There's all their different things, which is nice.
Do you think they'll add like a pilot from Titanfall as a character who can actually wall run or something?
The wall running, there's not the map is too open for wall running. They could do, because they've got
It'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
They've got they're in the very unique place of the BR to have like this. They have this game they can fall back on and take stuff from. Basically, all the weapons they can just throw over from that game.
Yeah, and like the vehicles and stuff, they're all from Titanfall, aren't they? Well, some of them are.
They have a lot of stuff they can go to, so I'm pretty sure they
Pathfinder
might have.
is like one of the robots from.
Yeah.
Titanfall.
I think they will probably add in a pilot character that has some kind of ability. It'll be more traditionally Titanfall, but still match with the other style of the other ones. They're in a unique place because that game launched as a full game, while every other BR is a beta. So it's got so much potential, which they're growing. They're literally banging out right now new content. Yeah. So I think that game's going to have staying power because it's actually a full game and it's polished. And
it's the gamer's BR.
I love it, and I haven't been this addicted to an FPS since Modern Warfare 2, and I love it.
Yeah, I think you said that last
I play
episode.
it every single day for a good 5 hours. I play that game.
You're addicted, man.
Yeah, I know.
You went from porn to Apex.
It's changing the pathways in my brain. It's no longer porn isn't my satisfaction is Apex Legends.
Instead of porn being your Apex, now Apex is your Apex. Got another question just for you. Red Pringle 14. Question for James, aka Jordan. Do you have or have you ever watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Have you?
No.
No. Do you know anything about it?
I know a lot about it, and I don't really like it.
Really? Is that your contrarian bit coming out?
No, it's like
everyone
in
loves
the
it,
anime thing. It's like some JoJo fans have this super elitist attitude to JoJo, and the fact that it's like better than everything else. When it's just like, I've seen like clips on the really early one, and I actually wanted to watch it because it just looks so 80s and like cool.
What genre is it? Is it like comedy?
No, it's weird. It's kind of a
action?
Weird. No, it's weird. There's a lot of JoJo memes, like stands. Have you seen stuff?
Yeah,
about
I've
stands?
seen like all the memes and stuff, but I've never properly understood.
Like, there's stuff about it which is really interesting, but I just don't really. It's the community for it, which means that I don't want to watch it, and that's bad. But
it came out in 2012.
One of them did. I can't remember what it's called. Certain series of it.
Animation action adventure. They're a family who's possessed with intense psychic strength. So it sounds quite wacky.
It is wacky, and there's so many memes of it. It's super memeable. But I don't have time to watch anime.
I tend to, I could imagine really liking an anime that doesn't take itself as seriously as some of them do.
You might like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure then.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Silly.
It's like some of them are quite heavy. They take themselves very seriously, and it's all like lots of, God, I'm really passionate about this kind of shit.
That's why you'd like Initial D. That's not serious and it's dumb.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I might really like Initial D as well because it sounds so fucking stupid. Monkey. Let's have a look. See what other shit there is to answer. Moto Fears You says, what's your most anticipated movie of 2019? Anything strike your mind?
I don't know if it's coming out this year, but the Al Capone movie.
Oh, yeah.
Only because LP's done the soundtrack for it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's composed the soundtrack for it.
That's interesting.
So it could be really good because of LP. Battle at Angel Alita.
You hyped to see that? Apparently it's not actually bad.
I've actually heard quite good things about it.
Yeah.
Those are people making memes about the eyes being big, but that is literally the style of the anime. So it's like,
Yeah.
I've seen the animated like short series of it, and it looks like they stuck heavily to kind of that, and it just looks pretty good in a way. It could be good. I like that series. Gun M.
Yeah, I don't really know what's coming out in 2019. I would have said Dune, but it's not. It's 2020, and whatever David Fincher's working on, which is probably 2020
Obviously,
as well.
we want to watch we want to watch Endgame.
Yeah,
but that's like, it's not. It's like that's the type of movie you don't need to be excited for because it's like it's just going to be entertaining. Guaranteed.
Yeah, I'm curious about Endgame though. If it's going to actually wrap it up nicely.
It's not. It's just going to be a portal to more money.
Yeah, honestly, there isn't really. I'm hyped for that Joker movie and Hobbs and Shaw just to like laugh at them.
We're going to watch that though. We're going to watch that in the cinema.
Yeah, of course. It's going to be incredible.
It's going to be great. If it's not great, I'm going to be so disappointed. I'm actually hyped.
And a Sonic movie as well. Loads of like shit that I'm really hyped for. Like, I'm kind of curious about that movie Danny Boyle has directed about someone who remembers the Beatles.
Though,
yeah. I'm curious how that'll turn out. It could be like, that's a premise that could either be quite cool or really corny. I don't know. This is that question I was giggling at earlier because it's just so fucking stupid. It's not even a question. I know it sort of is. The Hole in My Garden says, which Madagascar character are the cast of Red Dead Redemption 2?
How am I supposed to answer that?
But they actually answered it for us in the question. Examples: Alex is Arthur Morgan, Marty is John Marston, Gloria is Sadie Adler, Melman is Leopold Strauss, Skipper is Dutch, Kowalski is Hosea, Rico Micah Bell, and Mort Jack Marston. Yeah, I mean, I agree with all of those, to be honest. Perfect. Yogs Pogs asks, what's the most nostalgic thing you look back at from childhood? Nostalgic thing.
Ridge Racer Type 4. A really old
That's what
racing game.
encapsulates your childhood.
Yeah, because it's got the best theme in the world. And I love it. Literally, I will giggle to myself for hours just hearing it because it's so good. I love it.
What jumped into my mind was playing Final Fantasy 12 on that ridiculous TV, that CRT TV, under my bunk bed and drinking Crusher. Yeah. And building forts on the climbing frame and shit like that. I fucking loved doing that.
I was a very strange kid, as we probably all know.
What else have we got here?
Alex, I really fancy one of those Dutch shortcakes.
Well, we're nearly done. You can chow down in a minute. Oh, Elvichu Condon says, when you drop food on the ground, do you adhere to the 5-second rule?
Well, no, because scientifically the bacteria is on the food before it's even touched the floor. There's a literal scientific thing. So it's like there's no 5 seconds rule because before it's hit the floor, it's full of bacteria. So it's like...
Yeah, like, I've never really cared. It's like, whatever.
It's like,
I'm probably eating shit constantly anyway.
If the floor is visibly dirty, then it's like, okay, no.
Yeah, it depends what it is.
If it's a clean floor, it's just like... Could be eaten worse. Probably touching the door handle from the boys' toilet's probably worse, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's guaranteed worse. Someone tagged me in something on Twitter. There was some account going, why do white men never wash their hands? And I was just like...
Damn. There we go.
See?
Yeah, I think it depends where I am. Like, if I dropped a chip on the floor in a restaurant, I probably wouldn't eat that.
No.
If I dropped it on the carpet here, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I think it's like...
At least I know what has been going on in here.
Yeah.
I know...
You don't know what's happened on the...
Even if, like, scientifically, maybe the bacteria is equal, if not worse, something in my brain tells me, yeah.
It's like you wouldn't want to eat a piece of brownie off the floor of Casper's. Like, no.
No. It just makes you think of, like, strip clubs.
Yeah, a bit of porn addiction on the floor.
So many questions about anime and asking if you've seen them or not.
Okay, tell me. Just do a quick fire. A quick fire.
Well,
like this.
This one was from Milavan Van. This is a question for James. Have you ever watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? If so, what did you think of it? It's one of my favourite animes.
I haven't seen it. I was going to watch it because it's apparently it's good. Haven't watched it though.
Is that the one that's like got a million different series or something? Like all under the same kind of name?
No.
I have no clue. I'm just going to shut up now. Lock Apple says, I don't know if you've already answered this, Alex, but are you ever doing another comment comeback? Is it because you lost interest in the series or because you don't get those types of comments on your vids like you used to in your early years? I definitely still get them. I definitely still get horrible comments.
Why don't you
Why don't I do a comment comeback?
Yeah, like a revisit.
I was going to do one on the 13 Reasons Why video. I have like all the comments like screen capped and stuff and saved and ready to go.
Yeah, well, you're leaking your details, Alex.
Damn.
Spoiler.
Yeah, there's no actual reason for it. It's just I'm always like, well, I want to do a different video.
I watched your video.
Which video?
50 most disliked YouTube videos.
Oh, you watched that, did you?
I did.
What did you think?
I'm surprised Taylor Swift's video was so low. Look what you made me do.
Look what you made me do, yeah. There was some comments on my Reddit saying that they actually really loved that song and that video, so that's probably why.
I'm a bit of I'm a secret Tay-Tay lover.
There's nothing secret about it.
I'm not a fan of that song.
No, it's pretty bad.
I don't know, unfortunately. Tay-Tay, she's
I can't stand that song. Couldn't believe it.
Look what you made me do.
It's like a child made it. Like a genuine child.
But, you know...
I can appreciate some of her other pop hits.
Shake It Off.
Shake It Off, of course. Classic.
Bad Blood.
Oh, is that the one with Kendrick in it? He's in that science fiction one.
You know you got bad blood.
I can't remember what the song is. Is
it's
that
the one we were going to sing, but you never sung.
Is that the one? One of them has Kendrick Lamar in it.
I don't think it's Bad Blood.
It's the like science fiction-y one, whatever.
Bad Blood's one with all the
yeah, it's not that
fighting.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that
the
one.
girls fighting, that's Bad Blood.
Anyway, we're done. This has been an extra long one.
Can we not sing Taylor Swift to send us off?
No, because we've only got a few seconds. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next Angry Joe set.
Everybody got bad blood. I don't know the rest. You know the words.
Oh, I know the words. No, I know. No, do you know what's the thing? I know the words to all of the best Kylie Minogue songs. Like, if I hear them, I have to sing them because they're so good.
What's an example of one of her songs?
What's it called?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
No, okay. You've got Love at First Sight. Can't remember. There's another song which is really famous, but I can't remember it.
I don't fucking know Kylie Minogue.
How can you not know? How can you not know Kylie Minogue?
I know who she is.
Did you have a childhood?
I didn't listen to Kylie when I was a child.
My younger years are just full of Kylie Minogue. I love Kylie Minogue. Literally, no joke. I love...
Did you wank to her?
No, her music's
Really?
great. I love
I think
Kylie
even
Minogue.
I have.
You're gonna have to... Oh, no, wait. No, we're not ending yet. I need to find that...
It's already ended. The camera's gone out.
No, because you can still keep this in. I just need to find the Kylie Minogue songs. Kylie...
Everybody
Minogue.
got bad blood.
So you've got... Can't Get You Out of My Head.
I know that one, obviously.
Spinning
Does she
Around.
do la la la?
Yes, yeah. And then Love at First Sight. They're the best Kylie Minogue songs. Or In Your Eyes as well. That's a great Kylie Minogue song.
So you don't like Madonna?
No, I was a Kylie. I wasn't a Madonna fan.
They're the same person in my head.
Then there's Kids with Robbie Williams as well.
Oh yeah, I know that one as well. Very early 2000s.
In My Arms. Yeah, I love Kylie Minogue. I know. But yeah, that's my that's. Thank you for watching this episode of the JAR Media Podcast.
Fart.
Oh fuck, Alex.
Holy fuck. I'm gonna review that fart on Amazon.